Welcome back to What She Said. Christine Bentley and Kate Wheeler in studio with you today. And we are joined by the co-founders of Vincify.com and the founder of VOOFA.ca. And that is Vivek Raj Shivhare. Okay, so last time you shared all kinds of tips on what to do and what not to do in terms of a website, much like what we did and didn't do, what works and what doesn't. But today I want to know, you're going to help people follow their dreams, a little bit of marketing, and it's all called richgoat.com. And I promised people we would explain to them why it's called Rich Goat.
Well, the reason why we call it Rich Goat is because, let's say, the word rich. Rich is where we teach them how to enrich their lives with abundance and wealth. And GOAT, G-O-A-T, means greatest of all time.
So we have had a lot of feedback on Twitter and on our website, and people wanting to know about this. I mean, you're offering one hell of a deal to entice people. So tell us about what it entails.
Well, it's a workshop where we will be working with people one-on-one, and we will teach them how to take their passion online. So whether it is your skills, talents, products, services, we will show them the step-by-step process on taking that passion online.
Okay, but let's be practical here. So I'm a person and I have a business idea and I think, I want to sell, I want to bake muffins and I want to sell them. I want to start a business. So where do you come in?
We're going to take your product, let's say you like to bake, so we will take that particular service and we'll show you in a step-by-step manner on how to design a website, how to create that website, and then how to promote that website in such a way so that you can get clients online.
Well, that seems to be the hard thing, because you have to find your way through a sea of people that are online and on the net. So there's search engine optimization. I mean, there's all these things that we hear about SEO and all these acronyms. So you're going to break down all that kind of stuff so that people know. And there's also companies that charge a lot for that, which, as I understand, you don't necessarily need if you know what you're doing. So, you have to weigh what you're spending there. Will you help people understand that?
Yeah, sure, because in any business, right, even before you start a business, you have to do a market research. You have to go out, test and try and see whether people are willing to buy that particular product from you or not. So once you know that, there are people out there, like there are different kind of experiments that you can do online. You can have a Facebook page. Let's say somebody loves to play a guitar, right? Mm-hmm. And for mompreneurs, it's good if they, let's say one of their passion is cooking food, right? Nice recipes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they can particularly create an ebook or create a service online, or maybe a YouTube channel, put out the videos out there and see how people react to that video, whether they're liking it or not. So once they know that, there are people who are interested to buy that service or product from them, then it becomes really easy for them to monetize it online. Well, even if you don't have a unique idea or product or services, you can always, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Take the same wheel, try to make it more attractive, and put it back into the market, because these days when you take the same product in a different flavor into the market, that's what we call innovation.
Right. But for example, I've looked at a ton of websites, and it's hard for me as a non-professional to know that this website that moves, stuff moves everywhere. This is great for this kind of a service, but not great for that kind of a service. So do you have people that come in and say, well, I want this, and this, and you're having to explain to them that, no, this is not a good match for your business?
Well, in our workshop, we will be working closely with each one of them. So we will be literally telling them that, look, if this slider is going to work for your website or your product or not, whether you should design your website in this way or not. Like last time we discussed about the CTA, that is call to action. So you should have your email, your phone numbers, your social media right on the right-hand side corner, and then you should have your logo on the left-hand side. So there are some of these templates and tricks and tips that we will be giving out one-on-one to people.
So let me ask you, you started out really doing websites, but now are you becoming branding experts?
VOOFA.ca, we have been doing branding for a while. It's almost like 10 years we have been doing branding for companies. Most of our clients are in States, but we have been doing branding like their logo design, their brochures, business card, even video production. So we have been doing branding for a while.
But that's an important part of it.
Branding is the most important part, because what happens is, when you have a simple website or you're putting out a brochure out there, what people are looking at is two things. One is your message and one is your brand. So when they look at your message, they say, wow, you know what, I like this message. I want to go, or, buy this product or whatever. And the second thing they remember is your logo. So logo is a big part of branding.
So I know that there are you have all the whole arsenal of things to create a great website, to help somebody brand their business, to do the right social media stuff. But and you may not even want to answer this question, but isn't there something where it just takes grassroots growth? I mean, it's just an organic growth that needs to happen. You can't go from 0 to 100 in a week, regardless of what you do. And I'm sure people have that expectation sometimes.
Yeah, people do actually, because they want to get successful or rich overnight.
Right away.
You're taking a shot at me.
Yeah.
You're taking a shot at me. I know you are.
We are growing this business, and Kate is so disappointed that we don't have 1 million listeners tomorrow.
It's not that I'm disappointed, and I understand about growing organically. I don't want to buy followers, and that's something that you can do. Where do you stand on paying for Twitter followers? And I want them to be genuine followers that care about what we're doing. Am I wrong?
No, you are absolutely right, because you know what, at the end of the day, Twitter is going to close down all those fake accounts. Same with Facebook. They're going to close down all those fake accounts, and what you see is that even the legitimate customers who reach these pages, they're going to see like, oh wow, this guy had 50,000 people liking it, and now it's only 2,000. What happened to this guy? So that is what is going to.
So you will get caught with your trousers down around your ankles at some point by that happening. Okay, because that's. I mean, once you're on Twitter as a business, once you start marketing yourself or branding yourself, you start getting all these ads. I can provide you with followers. How do you weed through all that kind of stuff? What's your advice on
Well, we have a recent podcast that is on iTunes, and that's called How to Spam a Spammer.
Okay. How to spam a spammer.
So you guys need to listen to that one. We are already on iTunes with Rich Goat, so you can listen to our podcast.
Is that going to be on that Rich Goat seminar?
Yeah.
That workshop? How to spam a spammer.
Yeah.
Don't even start, Christine.
I'm led away from all these things. Don't touch it. Don't respond. Don't give her any privileges here.
Like you can't expect going out in the market thinking that they are just going to look at your logo or website for the first time and they will click something and they will take action or buy something from you. It takes like 12 times. It takes 5 to 12 times for them to even look at your logo, maybe a brochure, business card, website, social media, and then they get a feeling of it, and then it's an emotional connection that you make with them, and then you start doing a sales with them.
Do you think anybody today can go into business without having some of those skills? I mean, I'm fairly ignorant about them. I'm learning about them, but today, is it possible? Like, you need to know about social media. You need to know how websites work. You need to know about SEO. I mean, you need to know more about that than you do about the product you want to sell.
What you need to do is you can hire the right professional to do it for you while you focus on what you do best.
But either way, it needs to be done.
Yeah, it needs to be done for sure. Because, see, when you talk about online marketing, it's like your consistent efforts in order to reach a goal, a success point. So you have to do certain things like, creating the backlinks from your social media towards your website, or maybe writing a blog and creating a backlink to your social media. You have to create all those things together in order to get your things up there so that the audience can look at it and they can take some action.
So basically what you're saying is that where 20 years ago your major business expense might be an office, now your major business expense is to have somebody to run your website and your social media so that you can concentrate on your business, because if you don't have that, you're behind the 8 ball.
Well, when you look at the conventional way of marketing, right, it was like more about giving out the business card, meeting people one-on-one, and talking door-to-door marketing. And remember those directories, those thick directories that we used to use for flipping the pages to find the right buyer and sellers, right? I use those.
The yellow pages. They were called the yellow pages.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't want to name it, but the thing is, I put it in the fireplace to keep me warm these days. That's what we do with it. So they are not relevant anymore. Right. So where you are looking for these things, even Yellow Pages is online. They're providing their services online because they understand the point that the conventional way of marketing is outdated. It's not working anymore. Okay, we're going to go into a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the webinar, and part of it's free, just if you're one of our listeners. So, as we'll tell you about that, and we'll also talk a little bit more about this seemingly continuous learning experience of how to market yourself online. When we come back at What She Said on SiriusXM 167. Stay with us.
My mom said building a website was tough. Then I told her about VOOFA. She said, VOOFA? Yeah, VOOFA.ca. They're custom built to a professional website lickety-split. Not only that, but the website works on cell phones, computers, and TVs. Hoo-wee! Call 416-731-3545 or visit VOOFA.ca. See you later, Gator.
And welcome back to What She Said. And joining us in studio, we're continuing now with the Webmasters here, Vivek. And we were talking about all the social media skills, all the stuff you need to know about being online, getting your business set up online, positioning it properly so that you can sell whatever it is you're selling and make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we need a lot of help, or I need a lot of help. I'm at the point where I'm almost able to understand when Kate explains something to me.
Okay, that's scary.
So I'm almost able. So when anyway, so tell us about this seminar.
Well, let's talk about the pricing of the seminar first, and it's the regular price is $14.99. It's a one-day seminar. It starts at 10, ends at 4.
It's how much?
$14.99. $1,499.
That's
right?
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, but then you get started that day.
6 hours.
Yeah, it's a 6-hour seminar, so 10 to 4. And then we have reduced that price on our website. We are giving a big discount, so we're giving it for $497.
Yeah.
And then we have another discount on top of it for What She Said Radio subscriber, and that's $397.
Yeah.
So we're giving $100 off on there.
So
we're worth $100.
Oh, we're worth. So tell us exactly. I'm thinking about doing this. So I've got my $400 ready to go. $399.
Well, we will have 30 people, so we have capped it to 30 people only because it's a one-on-one seminar or like a workshop where you will be bringing your tablets, your mobile phone, and your laptops, right? So we'll be showing you
and all your passwords to everything that you already have.
You already have everything, yeah. Because we will be helping you build your website right there. And we will show you how you will monetize your products and services in a way. So we will give out those strategies to you. We have these templates where you can just simply fill in the information and it works like a charm for you.
When's the webinar going to be?
The webinar is going to be on 25th. It's online. You can just join it. It's free.
Okay, and where do people go? August 25th?
They go to your website. That's What She Said Radio.
Oh, that's handy.
whatshesaid.com/richgoat. And on the very bottom, you have a link there where you just click on it and go and just join that webinar.
So, and that's August 25th, and what time?
11 a.m.
That's coming up. All right. Thank you very much for coming in today and talking to us. Thank you, and thank you for helping us. We need all the help we can get, obviously.
You will.
For that, here at SiriusXM, Channel 167, and What She Said.